Hello. It's alright, it's okay, you can look. Things are better today, although I still haven't got my chocolate penis. Who knows where it's gone. I think the postman has taken it. He realised what was in the package and he decided he'd like to eat a chocolate penis instead of delivering it to me. The neighbour hasn't said they've received a parcel from me, so I'm just going to say it's lost, assume it's lost, and now I'm going to have to put in a claim with Royal Mail to say, here's a picture of somebody's house, it wasn't my house, I haven't got my parcel, what are you going to do about it? It'll probably be 2025 until I get some compensation or the money back for the item, I don't know. But anyway, no chocolate penis. But today, yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I had some nice comments, I'll read most of those out. I haven't had any nasty so far. It's very blustery. It is actually Saturday the 17th, I wish it was. No, don't wish you want life away. It is Saturday the 7th of December. It's now 9 minutes past 3 p.m. It's very blustery. We're on the back end of some storm. There's been, I think it hit Wales more and down south a bit more than up here, but it's very, very blustery and rainy. So Mark and I went into town today to go to the Peace Hall where they had having a Christmas market doodah. So we had a look around there, and then of course it was a trip to M&S. My dogs are behind the camera. Now I bought something from the Peace Hall from the handmade gift shop, and I'd seen this, I might have mentioned it. Do you remember me showing you my cutlery bird and snail? Well, when I last went in there, there was this owl that I quite liked. I can't remember how much it was. Anyway, I saw the owl again and thought, oh, I do like that owl. They also had a smaller owl this time, but I did like the big owl. So it's very busy in the shops in the Peace Hall. The shops are quite small and narrow, and if they've got display tables in the middle, then they should make a one-way system, because it's very, very tight to see. So there's a lot of handcrafted things in there. So I saw this and I thought, oh, it's nice. I tried to see, I can't see anything with my lenses in, anything close. It still has the swing ticket on. I might look at that closely in some very bright light. I still can't see it though. Anyway, it looked like £90, but I thought it can't be £90 because the small bird that I got was priced about that. So I thought it's not 90. So anyway, Mark went to ask the price. He was buying something and he just said, oh, do you know how much the owl is? We can't really see the ticket. So the woman left the till, had a look, said, oh, it's £90. So I shouted back, I'll have it. I said to Mark, if it's 90, I'm having it. I don't know if it's a mistake that it's 90. I'm not sure. It might have taken less work. Here is my owl, look. I think it needs a bit of a polish. That is my owl. It's a big boy. It's all made out of bits and doings. I think that might be a big spoon. There may even be half an ice cream scoop in that. But anyway, it's made out of kitcheny bits. Apart from, I don't think the claws, I think they're specially made. So I bought that, which was nice. After we went to M&S and I got some nice treaty bits from M&S, some crackers for cheese and some soft cheese and some naughty indulgent things. We went to W.H. Smith because Mark wanted to buy some stamps and he paid nearly £14 for 8 first class stamps. Can you Adam and Eve it? So while we were in W.H. Smith's, and I didn't realise that the double issue of the Radio Times, the Christmas issue, was out. And so when I saw that, I thought, oh, good. It's always tradition for me, and I'm sure for many people watching, they would never buy the Radio Times during the year, but for some reason, Christmas, they buy the double issue Radio Times. And back in the day, you used to have to buy the radio and TV Times separate because earlier the Radio Times would only show BBC TV and radio, and then TV Times would show ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5, I think. It's all combined now. So this, I don't know how much it was last year. I did show you it last year, I'm sure. £5.95. So I'm going to look through this. I might do a separate video. We'll look through it and see if there's any highlights. I know there's one highlight definitely for me, which is the Gavin and Stacey. I believe it's a 90-minute Christmas special. There may be some other gems in here, so I'll have a look. I won't be going through with the highlighter pen. What I normally do is buy a cheaper listing magazine that's a fraction of the price of this, and then I use my highlighter pen on that if there's anything I want to watch or record. So, yeah, feel a lot better. That last video, I expect it still is. Let me just check. It was flagged. It was flagged by YouTube as soon as it was started to be uploaded. It was flagged. Yes, it's limited. I think you should all be able to see it, but it's a limited advertising or something. I don't really know why. I don't think it was that bad. I might have said the odd swear. Was it that bad? I've seen YouTube videos of far more swearing than I'll ever do. Anyway, I was feeling pretty low, but that's the thing. If you're recording a daily advent calendar / vlog and you're recording it on the day, you're not always going to be feeling your best. And because I've committed myself to doing this, I've got to do it, you know. So anyway, we came back, had some lunch. Mark caught up on I'm a Celebrity because we're watching that. And he's now gone to bed. I knew he would. After it's Celebrity had finished, he started watching something else, and then he got up. I said, "Are you off to bed?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Oh, I go to bed." So he's going for an afternoon nap. So that's why I'm here. So I'll just read out your comments if I can see them with my lenses in. Hi Roger, hope you don't stop making videos. You're showing really life, and that's okay with me. All the best, mate. I'll have to. Oh crikey! You know, that's from Daz Senna. Gary says, "Can't wait to see the tree in the Christmas village." Oh dear, you won't be seeing the Christmas village, that's for sure, because it's packed back in the loft. And the tree might make an appearance, but I'm not going to bother with it. Linda Sutherland, please don't give up. Lots of us are enjoying these vlogs. So much effort. Try and have a quiet day, a mindful hot drink, and now a meal as well. Well, chance would be a fine thing. John Gray says, Roger, we all have bad days. Keep your pecker up, mate. Lol. Kimberly Holt says, I absolutely love your videos from across the pond. You have an awesome sense of humour. Have you seen Elliot eat a chocolate? Yes, I have seen Elliot eat a chocolate. Does it go something like this? Mmm. Oh. Mmm. Something like that? Yeah? Very over the top. Very over the top, that Elliot is, isn't he? Very over the top. I wouldn't do anything like that. Noel P, you have some very nice Christmas decorations, especially the dachshund lit up. Fabulous, thanks. That's gone back in the box. I don't know what to do with that. Huge dachshund. Gemma James, Roger, take a deep breath. Are you on a council list? This might ease your mind a bit. Things don't need to be perfect. I don't think I'd want to be on a council list. To be frank, I'd rather live in a tent. But it's okay. I wouldn't be put to the front of the council list because, well, basically of the colour of my skin, I think. If I wanted to get accommodation quick, I'd hop over to France on Le Shuttle, darken my skin, throw any paperwork into the sea as I'm coming across and claim asylum. And then, what a lovely Christmas I'll be having. All for free. But no. I'm sure things will turn out. It's just me. I just get the wrong end of the stick sometimes. I'm over dramatic and overcomplicate things. I've realised that. Is that G, Nicole? You don't know me, and I'm not going to pretend to know you. Some people do. But I do appreciate you, and your channels don't change, and I hope you find the joy to keep making videos. Hopefully see a video tomorrow. Well, you are seeing a video tomorrow. Well, I knew you would be. I've got to do it. I'm that sort of person. I've started it, and I'm going to finish it. I will be finishing this Advent series. So don't worry about that. You'll certainly be seeing the end of this series. I've got to do it, unless something happens to me and I can't physically do it. If you don't see a video from me, if this suddenly stops, it's not because I've decided I don't want to do it. It's because I'm in a coma or something like that. That will be the only reason. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Here's Audrey Forbes Hamilton. I want to give you a hug. I know what you mean about other influencers. I was watching one today doing her Vlogmas, and I thought, you think you're living in a film. It's all smoke and mirrors and fakery. You are refreshingly genuine and honest. Nice bit of flake action too. I was watching this. I don't really watch the influencers. Sometimes I sort of see glances. But there was this, I think it's an American, I can't name the channel, he's only just appeared on my feed. But he critiques these influencers. And there's a load, I saw a video where a load of these influencers were at sort of, they were at Auschwitz and other natural disasters. And they were just, you know, fully made up, tits out, pouting. Some of them sort of sitting on these stones they have at Auschwitz. Just posing, and the railway track that goes into Auschwitz as well. And they're just posing on the line and being all, oh, I'm so concerned. And then just, you know, it was really horrible. You'll not see me doing anything like that. I'm not that sort of person. I would be insulted if anyone called me an influencer, because I don't want to influence any of you. And that's not what I'm here for. I don't know what I'm here for, but it's not to influence anyone. The only person I try to influence is my partner, but he takes no notice, so what's the point? What's the point of me trying to influence anybody? You do whatever you want to do without my help. If I've helped you in any way, somehow, if I've given you a chuckle, or maybe you've bought something that I've recommended and you've liked it, that's fine, that's great. But I haven't recommended something in order to get any kickback or anything, because most of the time I'm just showing you stuff I've bought and like it and think you might like it too, but I don't get anything for it. Just sharing my experience of something that I think some of you might enjoy as well. That's what I'm doing. I'm clearly not doing this channel for the money, I can tell you. I don't. David in York, you must know, David, that I used to live in Bishopthorpe. Do you know that? And used to work in York. I have mentioned it. If you've been watching me a couple of years, it says here, hi Roger, you don't know us, but we're two guys from York. We love watching your videos, and they've kept us entertained for a couple of years now. I do a bit of stuff on social media myself, and have been on the receiving end of sarky and mean comments too. You've got the right approach to blocking. It's much easier said than done, but block and forget is the best way. It's a them thing, not a you thing. Hope tomorrow is a bit brighter for you, David and Paul. Thank you, David and Paul. Yeah, it is brighter for me. Yeah, you know, I'm human. I have off days. I can't put it on. I can't sort of... I know the show must go on, so to speak. I do understand that I don't get trolled much, and that comment that I talked about yesterday, I probably blew it out of proportion. I've had really insulting things said to me, really nasty stuff from early on in YouTube. It's got less and less because I tend not to rise to the bait. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I make an example of people and share what they've said on my other social media, and then sometimes I leave the comment up so other viewers can say things to the person that I wouldn't say. I just leave it to the community to sort them out. But I do understand that people that go on YouTube or any social media and start making nasty comments about somebody else, it is about them. I don't do that anymore. I've done it occasionally in the past, not often, very rare. It's rare now that I comment on any video, but if it is, it's something I've noticed, or it's a nice comment. I won't criticise because I know what it's like at my end. But yeah, I think if people go online just to be nasty, it is about them and it's about their life. It's because they're not happy people. If you're content, most of the time I am, you don't feel the need to try and destroy and hurt somebody else. You just don't do it. So I do see that. The negative comments, it's because they're not happy with themselves. So you've only got to pity them. But there's the old saying, if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And that I live by that. And even if I've got something nice to say, I sometimes don't. But you know, I sometimes comment. It's with advice that I try to give without sounding, you know, because I've got a bit of experience in YouTube, so I might suggest something. But it's very rare anyway that I comment on social media because, yeah, it can be taken the wrong way sometimes, maybe. Sarah B. Roger, so sorry you've had a bad day, but it's just a day. It'll be better tomorrow. So many of us love your channel. Don't be disheartened by a thoughtless comment. I think you were being looked after with that why a big long word for me, Sarah? I know what it means. I often get tongue-tied. Serendipity. I know it's serendipity. Serendipitous. Anyway, mindful card and the heart, and a stress heart at that. Don't worry about the postman. Well, I'm still concerned. I don't want to see the postman, but there's no attempt of deliveries today. I haven't had a card through because I thought I'll leave it a day for the penis to pop through my slot, and it hasn't. So the penis is gone. I'm going to leave it, but I'm going to complain about it. I want my money back. I probably, if I get the confidence, I'll ask him. I'll show him the picture. Say, this is where you delivered parcel. Where is it? That's obviously not my house. Right. The postman, I bet he won't give it a second thought. I'm sure he's had far worse. Have a nice bath and one of those ciders. I very rarely have a bath. I haven't had a bath. I will be having one of the ciders today with some a nice veggie curry. Oh, it's a vegan curry actually that I bought from M&S. We're watching Strictly. Special K, we love watching your bits and doings. Don't let the odd ignorant comments spoil your day. I know it's hard not to take things personally, and we all know how much effort you put into these videos. Your Christmas decor always looks beautiful, while my effort of a tree has been stripped by my granddaughter and now looks like a charity shop reject. Just ordered some more baubles to try and rescue it. Well, yes, I couldn't have kiddies in the house pulling at my baubles. No. It looks lovely, the tree. I'm just teasing you. I might, you know, in a few days we might have a look at it. Megatron's kneecap says there's an awful flood of people that have hopped over from Twitter because it's too toxic over there, but it's the same cohort of people that caused the platform to be toxic. I used to just be able to leave a comment on any number of videos and not get a rude reply whatsoever. Now people are literally looking for pointless arguments every 5 minutes. Yeah, you see, I don't know what they probably get a kick out of it, don't they? But you see, as I said, I seldom argue back with folk. I might say something, but often, and again, it doesn't happen very often to me anymore, but it's just I look at it and block and just don't comment. It's the people that comment more that I think encourage more trolling, because I've seen YouTubers make videos about the trolls, and I think the trolls see that and think, it might be the same. Some of you might get a kick that I'm reading your comment out or have mentioned your name, and you think, ooh, and that's a nice sort of kick you get. But others will also get a kick from upsetting somebody on YouTube, and they make an example of you, and they're sort of they're getting, you know, they're feeding off that. So I don't feed the trolls. MRT2, I think, Roger, you may have taken on too much with the daily Advent calendar openings along with the Christmas decoration uploads. Hopefully you can take time to unwind and resist all the hype which goes on at this time of year. As long as you and Mark like the tree, then it's all that matters. Always remember that you have many subscribers who follow your main channel and also appreciate your openness and honesty that shines through with your bits and doings uploads. Well, I hope I'm honest on my other channel as well. You know, people who've watched my other channel will know I'm not quite as relaxed on that. You know, I have the odd joke, you know, and there's quite a lot of in-jokes I do on my other channel, but the other channel is not about me. It's not me. That's why my name isn't in the title of that channel. It's about the vacuums and the floor care and the other things I put on there. It's about that. That's why I don't show my face so much on that channel, because people don't want to see it. I don't want to see people's faces when I want a review of something. I want to see what they're reviewing. I don't want to see them sat at a desk looking at me. I'm thinking, I don't want to see your face. I've seen it. Right, you said hello, great. Get the camera on what you're reviewing, please. So that's why you normally just see my lower portions. Layla Morgan, sorry you're having a tough day. Have a relaxing bubble bath and light a candle. That always helps me. Yes, I haven't had a bath for ages, actually. It's normally a shower, normally a quick shower, but that's a nice thing. Every morning a shower. I always feel really good after a shower, you know. And I smell nice, and then when I'm still a bit moist, I put on my face moisturiser, put my clean clothes on, and just sets me off for the day. TJ Sells, I'm enjoying your videos, Roger. Don't get down about nasty comments. One of my favourite vloggers, and love tuning in to watch your videos. Well, thank you very much. Poor Jane Clark. Without your videos, Roger, my life wouldn't be worth living. I'm sure it would, Jane. I'm sure it would. But thank you anyway. No, I'm sorry, Jane. I'm not going to be selling the Nutcracker and Rocking Horse because they're both on display. The only thing I'm getting rid of from that decoration doodah I showed you are those lights I got from QVC. Now, I actually put batteries in a set of those and turned them on just to see if there was a timer function, because you can still buy them similar from Amazon and it says there's a timer function, but you just switch it on and it'll go off in 6 hours or something and come on at the same time. But there's no, you know, switch it to timer like there is like on my Luminara calendar. Luminara candles is either on, off, and then there's a timer mode. So I switched them on and thought, right, and they were still on when I went to bed, so I thought they don't turn off. So it's silly. I can't be turning those on and off every day. So they'll be going to charity shop. But the other stuff I showed you, I am keeping. Certainly for the time being. Right, I think that's... Oh, here's another one. Sorry you're having a bad time, Roger. Try not to think over bad comments and the postman situation. I put on a cheery face when it comes to Christmas for my children's sake, but really I've always found the whole thing overwhelming. And I also know how you feel about house insecurity. I'm living with my ex because it's the only way I can afford to have a roof over my head. I hope that those mindfulness cards mention watching a favourite comedy to help you through sad times, and a good cry, of course. Well, we've already had a mindfulness card that suggested a Christmas film, but who knows what's in that jar today. And Kaylee Clark says, I'm now going to call squirrels vermin of the trees. Great video. That just came out of the top of my head. I like squirrels. My mum buys monkey nuts for her squirrels that she has that come and you know, help themselves and make a mess with the shells. No, I don't have nothing against squirrels, but some people do consider them vermin. I don't. I consider them as lovely, cute little creatures. But it was just a doodah. Right, I think that'll do because I can't feel my legs. I cannot feel my legs. Oh, well, I'm sort of... Yes, you can't see me. You can see my breasts. let's get out a doodah. It was amazing, actually. I was really, yesterday's, pulling that one out that was so apt for the day, and having, of course, a squishy heart instead of an experiment. I've got an experiment today. I've had to buy stuff from M&S. I don't know how that's going to turn out. I'm leaving that till the end. I'm not looking forward to that. So we've got another bear. Bears. Oh, is it a bear? Yes, it is a bear wearing some antlers. Oh heck, I've got my lenses in because I've been out. I can't. Right. I'll do that later because I can't see. I can't read it. I think we're on 6. Oh no, we're not. Crack. Is it the 7th? It must be the 7th. Well, it's got to be because 6 is open. Here it is. 7. 7. What have we got in bag 7? Is it Santa's sack? It could be. I always say Santa. Santa. Well, I don't always say Santa, but it reminds me. If you another recommendation for you folks, if you like British middle class sitcom, After Henry, with Prunella Scales, who's recently, of course, well, she's got, bless her, she's got dementia, Prunella, and recently her husband Timothy West died. So if you don't know who Prunella Scales is, you probably know her as Sybil Fawlty, but she also was in After Henry, playing a very middle-class woman with her mother, played by Joan Sanderson, who lived in a sort of granny flat downstairs, and then she had a grown-up daughter living upstairs. And there's some Christmas episodes of that which I like to watch. And Joan Sanderson's character often said, well, didn't say Santa, she said Santa. Santa, when she's describing this little Santa figure on a Christmas cake. Yeah, that makes me feel good. It does, comedy does lift my spirits. So we do have Santa's sack. So Santa, you can have the sack. And we also have, an ice hockey stick and a little puck. So that's what we've got. We'll put them in Santa's sack so they don't get lost. So that's the Playmobil. Right, we'll do Neal's yard then. We'll do Neal. Where are you, Neely? Come on. Oh yes, Neal's yard, I must tell you. Now, I did put in a 1-star review, probably a little bit mean, but I was quite annoyed. I think it deserved one. I put a 1-star review on this Woodland Reed diffuser, which was put up on Neal's Yard website, and for that I actually got a £5 discount code to use on my next purchase, even though it was a one-star review. So then later I got an email saying I had an £18 refund. I thought, what's that for? And then I looked again, and there was a note from Neal's Yard apologising, and they said, well, make sure that for more fragrance, put all the reeds in and rotate them. Well, I know how to use a reed diffuser. It did have all the reeds in, and I had rotated it to try and increase the fragrance. It still didn't work. But in a previous order, I'd ordered some Woodland Essential Oil, which was £18. So that's what they refunded. They refunded me for the price of that, because I could use that to top up the diffuser to try and make it smell more. So I thought, well, that's nice, isn't it? I think they'd been back on my order history and saw, well, I bought this for one and other things. So I think they thought, well, we'll refund that as a gesture, which was nice, and I appreciated it. Okay, so hang on again, with lenses in, it's even harder to see the numbers. 7. Is it it must be the 7th. 7. It is the 7th, isn't it, Rog? I don't know why I'm doubting myself. I don't want to be overstepping the mark. It is, because that was the 6. I've just opened the 6. Right, okay. I'm going to have to move that out of the way. Just get out. Oh, it's all fallen down. Well, you're just going to have to stay down for now. Oh, and the squirrels have gone. And my tray of Christmas cookies. Never mind. Here we go. Oh, it's quite a heavy one today. Oh, and it's in a glass doodah. Oh, it's more. I thought we'd get more frankincense here. Is that going to focus? Just focus on that camera, please. Don't focus on my face. I don't know if that's focused. I can't see if it's focused or not. Anyway, I can't read this. Frankincense intense age-defying cream. Oh, it's got a little doodah. I think that'll be a rich cream. Maybe one to put on at bedtime. That I can't peel and read. You'll just have to, if you're interested in any of this stuff, look it up on Neal's Yard website, if you like. Right, pop that in there, and right, we'll at least have a look at what I've got to do. I've got to keep him lying down for now because, his bits do fall out. So we'll have a look inside box number 7. Now this experiment I know involves soil and other things. That's quite heavy. Oh, what's that? I think it's stones. Stones, some sand, cotton wool, and that's it. Right, I think the book's in the kitchen. Let's go and retrieve it. Okay, here it is. Day 7. That's it. Right, we're doing kidneys today. So here we go. 9 awesome facts about kidneys. Kidneys are like super filters for your blood. They clean your blood and make sure it stays nice and healthy. We'll do an experiment about this function today. You have 2 kidneys and they're like twins. They work together to keep you healthy. Kidneys turn extra water and waste into urine. Inside your kidneys there are tiny workers called nephrons. They do an awesome job of cleaning your blood and deciding what to keep and what to throw away. Kidneys help balance important things in your body, like the right amount of water and minerals. The urine made by the kidneys goes to a storage place called the bladder. If one kidney needs a break or isn't feeling well, the other can do all the work by itself. It's like having a backup kidney ready to step in and help out. You have 2 kidneys, but you only need 1 to be healthy. Some incredible people choose to donate one of their kidneys to help a friend or even someone they don't know who suffers from a kidney malfunction. Kidneys clean a lot of blood every day. They filter about 200 quarts or 190 litres of blood daily. So that's your kidneys, folks. So in the box we have sand, gravel and cotton wool, and I also need 2 to 3 spoons of soil from the garden or any pot, 1 tablespoon of turmeric, a plastic water bottle with a sports cap, scissors, 2 cups, and water, 2 cups. Oh, that reminds me of something I saw years ago involving 2 cups. Or was it 2 girls, 1 cup? It was that. Don't look it up, folks. If it's still on the internet, do not look up 2 girls, 1 cup, because it will scar you. It scarred me. Right, oh dearie me. Right, first of all, right, I've got to fill up a glass with water and add 2 to 3 spoons of soil from the garden or plant pot. Okay, I've got the soil from the garden. It's still very blustery outside. Added it to a glass full of water, mixing it well. Now to that I've got to add a tablespoon of turmeric. Let's make sure this doesn't go on my clothes or the carpet. So, oh dear, 1 tablespoon. And I had to, as I said, I had to buy this specially from M&S today. Oops, that's a bit too much. Try and put a bit back. There we go, that's 1 tablespoon of turmeric. I assume we mix it. I hope no one sees this and decides it's a nice drink. Looks a bit like cola or dandelion and burdock. So that's mixed in. Oh, it smells. Oh, don't smell that bad actually. Right. Take the empty plastic water bottle, cut off its base using scissors, discard the bottom part and use only the half with a bottle neck, which I have done. Here's one I made earlier. Leave the cap on, I've got the cap on, and turn the half bottle upside down. Insert the following items in the bottle in this order. Cotton wool, press it down, followed by the sand and gravel. So here's the cotton wool. So we'll press that down into the neck of the bottle. Was it sand next? I know what we'll be making here. We're making a filter, aren't we? So let's take the sand, which I expect is also double bagged. Yes, it is. So I suppose it's like how, you know, natural mineral waters get filtered through rocks and sand, don't they? Right, so in goes the sand. There we are, followed by the gravel. God, actually that doesn't smell bad. I have to say, that smells like a health drink. It smells very earthy. I don't suppose it would do me any harm to drink that, but I'm not going to, even after it's been filtered, because I assume that's what we're going to do with this mucky water. There we are. So there we've got our filter, cotton wool, sand and gravel. So it's different. It's like 3 stages of filtration on a vacuum cleaner, isn't it? So obviously the cotton wool is the finest filter, with the gravel being the coarse filter. Right, what's next, folks? You have now created a good filter, just like the kidney is a good filter too. Let's try it out. Place an empty cup under the bottle and open the sports cap. Slowly pour the soil water mixture into the baseless bottle directly into the filter you've created. You can gently squeeze the bottle to speed up the process. Look at the urine coming out of the bottle. Is it clean? Warning, do not drink the filtered urine model liquid. I wasn't planning on drinking it. I can't see it. It's not going to come out clean, surely. Can't see that happening. Right, this is why we needed a sports cap bottle, and again I had to buy this today. Right, hang on, let me just open it. There we are. Okay, and that fits really well actually into my glass. Okay, so let's pour in the dirty water. I'm not sure what the turmeric's about, but anyway, I think you could possibly skip the turmeric, but there must be a reason for it. Otherwise they wouldn't have told me to put it in. Here goes. Ooh, oh, it's spilling. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's still a bit of solid mud at the bottom, but I think we can leave that. I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up, aren't I, before we finish today's video with the mindfulness card, which, oh, it's there. I thought I'd lost it. Right, nothing's happening. I think I'm going to have to maybe help it a bit. You can see it dripping through, and it's certainly a lot clearer. It's quite amazing, really. So what we'll do, we'll put the kidney model behind us, next to Tarquin. I'm surprised we don't have a kidney to give Tarquin, but it's possible he's already got them, look. He's already got the kidneys, so we don't need to put kidneys in. So we'll leave that to do its filtering. I'll tidy up, and then we'll go on to the mindfulness section of my Advent video. Okay, I've taken my lenses out so I can actually read this now. Get into the spirit. As the famous song goes, 'tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. I added the la's. Let's use this as our inspiration to mindfully get into touch with our own sense of seasonal cheer. Smiling is good for you. It relaxes the body and slows the heart rate, and it can start first thing in the morning. Take a moment to look in the bathroom mirror and give yourself a big smile. You may feel a little self-conscious at first, but stick with it. It can help to think of something positive happening that very moment and let it feed into your smile. Follow on from this early morning smile throughout the day. Smile at your neighbour. Smile at your colleagues when you get to work. Give their day a little lift as well as your own. Research shows that smiling also increases productivity when performing tasks. As the day progresses, be open to opportunities in which to laugh. It could be sharing a joke with somebody, listening to an entertaining story, or it could just come from nothing. Don't force anything, but when a jolly moment arrives, try to be fully present and truly appreciate it. Let the laughter out and notice the surge in positivity and relaxation that it brings. So shall we all practice another smile, folks? Okay, after 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. I've noticed, and I don't know if it's got worse, but it has been said to me when I was in my early 20s, so I've got a downturned mouth. It's maybe even more prominent with my growth. And so my resting bitch face is one of a miserable old git, you know. It would have been a miserable young git, and obviously as years have gone by, a miserable old git. So I can just be sort of very content with myself. So I actually looked this up on the internet a couple of days ago, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's no exercises I can do. Some people have had surgery to try and, you know, but often with limited success. So I'm afraid I will always look a bit dour. But hopefully the sparkle in my eyes will relay that I'm not such a miserable old sod after all. I have a little glint in my eye. And I've certainly got more of a glint in my eye today than I had yesterday. So, yeah, it's a good thing to remember that one day you can be feeling pretty shitty, but the next day things can be better. And that's why it's such a tragedy when I think of people who commit suicide. Because what a difference a day can make. I mean, I'm not saying I've ever felt suicidal. Fortunately, I've never been in that position. I'm too much of a coward, I think, to try and end my life. But for the people that are in that position and they just go through with it, if only they'd waited. If only they, you know, obviously there's the Samaritans. I'm sure you can reach out to, and there'll be other helplines in your area, but it must be awful just to take that final step. And I'm sure that if these people, if there is an afterlife, I'm sure they regret it, because obviously a suicide doesn't, you know, once the person's gone, they're out of it. It's who they've left behind, it's the family and the friends and everyone who knew that person. So yeah, it's a bit dark to go into talking about that, but it is, you know, we can try and get into the spirit, as this piece of paper says, but a lot of people can't. And Christmas for a lot of people makes it even worse when everything is, oh, it's all happy, lots of people around a table piled up with food, presents, you know, overindulgence on drink and food, and, you know, all that, Christmas lights. It can be overwhelming, as one of my viewers said, you know, in the comments. And yeah, you need you need to sort of, I mean, I think men on the whole generally get away with it more than women. I think women, and I think it's probably still happens even now, women take the brunt of the work at Christmas. They do all the food prep, the present buying. And one thing I watch all the time, and I've watched it several times, is Grumpy Old Women at Christmas. You can see it on YouTube. I don't know if it's available as a single episode to watch. Somebody put it up ages ago, and they've divided it into several different parts. But it's, you know, I think it's from the early 2000s. It's lots of celebrities of the time talking about Christmas from a woman's perspective, and basically the woman does everything. I must watch it again because I really like it. So that, you know, it was just showing the women doing everything, and then the man of the house, all he did, he went out he got the tree, and then he popped out on Christmas Eve and came back with one carrier bag, and that was all his Christmas gifts done, where the wife, the woman of the house, did everything. So I suspect that things haven't changed that much. Comment below, are you the lady of the house that does everything? Of course, we do have gay couples watching, maybe 2 ladies, 2 gentlemen. But even in a gay couple, one of them might take on more than the other. For example, my task at Christmas is I always do the decorations. Mark wouldn't have a clue, not a clue. But we don't really, you know, we just go to my mum's at Christmas. We've not had a Christmas together in our own home since we've known each other. Not yet, because we go to my mum's. It's a something you do, don't you? But there will come a time when we don't have to go to my mum's because my mum won't be there, and then we'll have a Christmas at home. It wouldn't be much different. It'll just be, again, overindulging, watching too much telly, taking lots of naps, maybe going out for a wintry walk. But yeah, Christmas means different things to different people. And yeah, it's not always the nicest time. It's not always the most wonderful time of the year. As much as we'd like it to be, it's also a very sad time for people, especially people who are missing members of their family or loved ones that have departed. And it just brings it back to them that, you know, that they've gone from the physical plane, but they're still there. They're still there in a spiritual form. Okay, look. Although it's not, I would not drink it, but it has turned, you can see the before and after. It is filtering quite a lot of that brown liquid into, it is more of a urine colour, isn't it? So I was dreading doing this. I thought, oh, it's going to be really complicated. But yeah, it was quite simple to demonstrate the functioning of the kidneys. So hopefully we've learned something about the kidneys. Right, I just got to finish off the lesson today, children, with some more blurb. And I've got lots to prepare for tomorrow. Right, so why does this happen? Why does this happen? Imagine your kidneys as special cleaners in your body. Their job is to keep your blood clean and healthy. Inside your body, there's a stream filled with blood, the bloodstream. This stream carries all the good stuff your body needs, like nutrients and water. Inside the kidneys, there are tiny helpers called nephrons. Think of them as tiny workers who are super good at their jobs. As the blood flows through the kidneys, these tiny workers start to filter it. The nephrons are smart. They take out the things your body doesn't need, like extra water and waste. These become urine. They know what your body needs to stay strong and healthy, so they keep the good stuff in, like nutrients and the right amount of water. The nephrons send the urine out of the kidneys through tubes called ureters. The urine travels down to a storage tank called the bladder. It's like a balloon that gets bigger as it fills up. When your bladder is full, your body tells you it's time to go to the bathroom, and then you release the urine from your body. To summarise today's video, for the Playmobil Advent Calendar, we got Santa's sack, a hockey puck and a hockey stick. We opened a drawer in the Neal's Yard advent calendar and got frankincense intense age-defying cream. We read about the importance of getting into the spirit, and we also made a working model of the human kidney. That's the end of my advent video for today. A little bit longer than normal, but certainly more upbeat than yesterday's video. We had a bit of a chat, we mulled things over, and of course we did the business. We opened up the advent calendars, and I'm really pleased with the working kidney model I made, but I certainly won't be attempting to drink the urine coloured water. Thanks for all your comments again, and any future comments you may be making that I haven't read out in this video. And I will see you all tomorrow, when I have no idea what's going to happen. I need to check up what I need to prepare for the science, the human body kit, and then we'll just see how it goes. And that's about it. I hope your day's gone fine, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.